excited right now that I can't even begin to explain the tingles that I have. We are about to be going to our very first ever van event. We are going to Gutted. It is held in Colorado this year for about 4 days, and it's gonna be crazy. I cannot wait. But before we go, we have a few things we have to do. First on our list, we gotta get gas because we're about an hour and a half away from the event and we're at half a tank. I don't know what the gas situation is gonna be. I just know the town is 25 minutes away, so let's go ahead and fuel up. Okay, we're checking that off the list. We also cleaned the windshield. So next up, I need to go and find some internet so that I can respond to you guys. Okay, we found a city market, and just a little tip, if you are anywhere near a city market, you can usually access their free Wi-Fi from the first part of the parking lot pretty easily. So I'm gonna spend the next 10 or 15 minutes just responding to you all on my channel. I have tons of different comments, and again, I just don't know if I'm gonna have Wi-Fi for the next few days, so I wanna make sure that I don't miss anybody. I take a lot of pride in talking to you all and getting to know the things that you're interested in, and I think that that's one of the things that I strive to do with my channel and hope to continue to do even as my channel grows. Okay, I think we're done, and now we're back on the road. We have one more stop that we need to make, and I actually had to make a list for this. We're going to Walmart. We have a few things that we need to pick up, and then we're heading out to the Gutted site. I cannot wait, but we need some supplies. Because we're going to be kind of remote, about 25 minutes away from the nearest actual town, I need to get some things that will keep me from having to leave and go back and forth quite as often. Now, we're going to be out there for like 4 or 5 days. I only need a couple things, so here we go. Okay, I found my shade here that I was wanting to get for my front seat. I found this, which I'm actually going to put my water that I keep in the back in. And now we're looking for a footstool. The problem is when I sit in my camping chair, my feet kind of hit at a weird spot. So, crossing our fingers we can find one. Now there aren't any in the camping area, so no collapsibles. So we're gonna have to go into the home goods area, and they do have like these little collapsible ottomans, so that might work. I don't know. I'm debating. I don't know if I want to put something like that in the van. The only other option would be to get something like this, which is a little trash can thing, and turn it up like that. Also don't love that idea, but I think that I like this better than I like the ottoman, which is much larger. Still not completely sold on it though, but at least in this I could put some things in it while I'm in driving mode maybe. I don't know. Okay, I washed this out and now we're filling it up with our water. This is just gonna make it take up so much less room whenever we're traveling. So this might require 2 hands, but yeah, this will hold 6 gallons. So I'm super excited. Okay, we are now completely stocked up. We have 13 gallons of water and all the things that we could possibly want to cook. So now we are off to Gutted. Okay, am I coming out of another store? Yes, I am. But I thought of something else that I could use. So Dollar Tree is great for picking up little things that you need. So picked up a couple things and now we really are off. I'm so excited. I just really wanted to make sure that I was super prepared because I don't really want to have to leave just because I forgot something. Now, while we're on the road, I thought what better time to talk about why I am going to Gutted. This is my first van event ever, and I'm super excited because like I said before, there are some creators that are going to be there who I absolutely love their content and I love their rigs. So getting an opportunity to hang out and be like, hey, what's up? Finally in person instead of via comment section will be great. But more so, I wanted to go because this is going to be a great opportunity to see some of the greats of van building actually putting together these different units. So what Gutted is basically this competition that they're going to be having where they have completely, literally gutted all of these rigs, and there are 3 teams that are going to be going in and over a few days putting these things together in a lavish, amazing style, which I am super excited to actually get to witness. It's going to be filmed and then aired, and the competition is a real competition, so they will actually have real prizes. So just getting to witness that is super neat to me, because it's something that's really fun and kind of niche, and something that I never thought I'd have the opportunity to do. So of course, I was all for it whenever I got asked if I was going to be going. And now I can't wait, because I'm going to get to meet people, I'm going to get to see these amazing creators, and on top of that, I'm going to get to just have some fun with my community. That's right, I belong to the nomadic community. Even if I am not full-time all the time, I am most of the time, so it still is my community. And to be around people who actually get what I do, finally, for the first time in a long time, will be epic. And what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is typically whenever I meet people, whenever I'm out and about, they don't live the same lifestyle that I do. They're not traveling pretty consistently and then doing YouTube. And so between the traveling consistency and then the YouTube aspect, a lot of people are just really confused about how I function and how I'm able to make a living while doing this. And so being able to be around a bunch of people who kind of do the same thing that I do is something that I've never had the opportunity to actually do. And so I'm really excited to get to meet those people, those individuals who make it work, who are nomadic, who travel, who do photography, who have a business quite literally from their vans, and for the first time get to have those weird conversations that nobody else kind of understands. Now, I've said it before, and I will likely say it many more times. No 2 nomads do nomading the same way. So being able to be in a location where we can see all of these different nomads and how that they function, what kind of things that they have in their rig, and what makes their lives different from my life will be super, super neat, just to kind of engulf myself in. So I hope that that kind of answers the question as to why I'm going to Gutted, and I hope that now you can kind of understand why this is such a cool event also. But we have a few more miles to go, and I am getting so excited. I think you can see it in my face. I'm just starting to really light up, and I can't wait. Now the funny thing about this is, Gutted is actually being held near Alamosa. Alamosa is actually super close to a place that we have already been just recently. In fact, only a few weeks back we went to the Great Sand Dunes, and then we also went to that free campsite. Well, this is held literally right up the road from it. So super familiar territory, getting to see some of the things that I saw before, and kind of has the lay of the land. So if I do need to venture to town, we're hoping we don't, but if I do need to, then it'll be a quick and easy go. In fact, do you see it over there? Those are the dunes. Yes, we're almost there. Well, not quite, but close. We're getting closer. Sometimes I just get really excited. So just the visual of seeing the dunes. Ah! Okay, I just had to stop. I had to stop. So this might look super familiar to you. Here it is. This is the actual campsite that we stayed at the San Luis Valley, not San Luis Valley. But yeah, so literally right back to where we started a few weeks ago. Crazy, right? But the Gutted event is literally like less than half a mile in this direction toward the sand dunes. So we're here. And I did notice that there are several people parked out kind of beyond the ridge there, buses. So I'm assuming that they are also going to Gutted. I'm not sure, but I think. So now that we kind of know where it is, that wasn't so bad, now was it? Now, if you didn't get to see the video of the free campsite outside of the dunes right here, go and check that out, as well as the dunes video. You will not regret it. Super fun things. But yeah, we're basically home for the next 4 days. And a little hidden bonus to this, because it is so close to this location, I have cell signal. I had cell signal when I stayed here also. So nice, and not just a little bit of cell signal, like decent, cell signal. So we will not be lacking for that. That is for sure. So we have all of our supplies. We're gonna have cell service, and that makes me feel real good, because that way on my regular upload days I can still interact with you guys. Yes, winning. Look at where we are. Woo! We're at Gutted. We made it. So now we're just gonna go to this really long road here and figure out where we're supposed to be. I have no idea beyond this. Now, if right now you're looking at this and saying, okay, you're in the middle of nowhere. Exactly. That means that we can actually have a full setup out here, and they can do all the construction without it interfering with anybody else. And so, you know, usually whenever you go to events that are kind of like this, they are a little bit more removed. So this is just the right spot for us, and we're making our way down the road now. And I do see a few people way back there. So we're just gonna keep meandering. To be honest, they can tell when somebody's coming because it kicks up a lot of dust. So I'm sure that they're just like, who is that? Or they might not be, who knows? There's no sneaking in though. Now I will say this, I was a little nervous. And the reason I was nervous, it wasn't because I was going to come to an event for the first time. It wasn't even because I was gonna meet people that I haven't met. That's fine. It was, I didn't know when to arrive, because whenever you see that the event starts tomorrow, it starts like right early in the morning with like stuff. So I didn't want to miss anything, but at the same time, I didn't know if I could arrive early because I'm not on one of the van build teams or the build teams. So I was kind of confused, but then I started seeing people posting that they were actually almost here or en route. They'll get here tonight. And so I was like, okay, I can go. I can do this. So we're getting really close, and I'm hoping that they don't tell me to go stay on BLM tonight. Yeah, this is new to me. Roadway in, slightly questionable in a couple places, a little bumpy, but wouldn't expect anything otherwise. I will say this, there are no boulders. As long as we don't end up with like potholes the size of the van or boulders, we will be able to make it. Dimples is not very heavy. So whenever I go over these patches of sand, whoo, it just makes me go ooh, a little bit. But we're almost there. And I did encounter somebody along the way and had to pull off and just cringed a little bit on the inside because the road is very small. But do you see what I see? There it is, guys. We have made it all the way out to the gutted grounds. Now I think up next we actually tell them who we are and they tell us where we're supposed to go. I really don't know, but I'm assuming that's what we're supposed to do. So I think I have to find somebody so they can say, yeah, go there, because otherwise I have no idea. And this is much more sandy out here, so I think we're just gonna take it real slow. Adventurers, this has been an adventure. So the roadways, let me show you this. So we talked about sand, but this is like sand. And typically Dimples doesn't drive in sand like this. So as a result, I had a few people helping me find my spot and telling me kind of how to get over here because I was sinking pretty bad. In fact, you can see just by my tire tracks in how much I was sinking. I mean, look at this. Look at this. So we're gonna hope it's easier to get out of here than it was to get in here. This was difficult. This will be going up because yeah, it's dusty out here. But let's check out our little bag real quick before we actually start putting things in place. Now, I did get this bag whenever I came in, which is super cool. Tells a little bit more about the event, the vendors, things like that. And kind of excited because that was a fun little way to be greeted. Okay, we have some of the sponsors like Harvest Host in here. And then Also, looks like bug bite thing. That's kind of neat. I haven't used one of these before, but I've seen them and I've thought about it. So, concept. Speak of the devil, there's actually one in here. So, even better. I think that we'll be getting this out and checking it out a little bit later. This right here is the thing that we've been waiting for. This is actually the schedule of events, which kicks off on Wednesday, September 8th. Now, if you're seeing this video, of course, it is not in real time. I do post after I've been at a place, so keep that in mind. But these are the events that they're going to actually be having. It starts off with some Express Yourself paint, the panel. There's a workshop, another panel. They have a bonfire. That'll be super fun. They have morning yoga, another workshop, another panel. That one's cool. Several others. So this is kind of a neat thing. And then as we turn it over, look at this. We have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday filled with events. So we have tons of stuff to do. Of course, it'll culminate on Sunday with the 6:30 winter announcement. I won't be able to share that with you, so you're gonna have to make sure that you watch the filming, which actually is taking place while we're here, and that'll be so cool. A couple other things to note. They also have one of these in here. It tells us just a few of the basic notes, a few of the rules, and then where we can get merch, which is actually the same place that I checked in. And then on the back it says all of the different sponsors. So I'll probably be showing you some more cool stuff from those sponsors soon. I don't know. I'm not sure how this is going to play out. I just know that right now I am about to try to set up shop so that I can be nice and comfy for the next few days. I am so psyched. And I wish I could have shared that drive in with you. I wish I would put the GoPro up, but I didn't. And yeah, it was probably better because you'd probably be laughing at me a little bit, just a little bit. I knew we were going to be out here where it's warmer, so I got this visor. That's why I wanted to pick one up at Walmart. So we're just going to rip into it and put it up because it is warm today out here. Now, typically I don't use a visor because I have a mount that's like right here, but what I might have to do is take this mount down because I definitely need the visor out here. This is a project. You know what I say about projects? Campgrounds are for projects. This is definitely a project. Okay guys, we are totally making friends at camp. I have found amazing people out here and all of our neighbors, super cool, super cool. So yeah, and yeah, look at this. Okay, adventurers, we are in the van for night one. Wow, that's all I can say. I'm definitely going to be doing several videos to show you Gutted in its entirety because this place is amazing and I have already met so many people that I have seen at a distance and they're all so amazing. So I'm super excited to have my very first night stay. With that said, because I always keep it 100 with you guys, the bugs are bad. They're really bad, but I kind of expected that. And I was showing my van a little bit later tonight and I actually got a bunch of bugs in the van itself. So I'm trying to eradicate them. Let me show you. So I met someone named Stephanie and I'll be introducing you to her later in one of our adventures here at Gutted, but she gave me one of these little bug strips and this thing is amazing. Do you see all those tiny little bugs that made their way in? Yeah, I'm just trying to catch them before I go to bed because can you imagine inhaling one in your sleep? Ew, that would be so gross. So she told me if I have a puck light to hang it by the puck light and then turn off all the other lights. What'll happen is the bugs will come toward the light and then they'll get stuck. So while this is kind of gross, it's also kind of fascinating to see how quickly this thing is working. This has only been up for about 5 minutes and look at this. The problem is almost gone. Although I will say we have a few that have gotten smart to this idea and they're hanging out on the door where the light is bouncing off. So what I think I'm going to do is actually just go in and eliminate them in the good old-fashioned bug eliminating way. By that I mean I'm going to take a baby wipe and I'm literally going to wipe them out. Here we go. Bye bye bugs. Bye bye bugs. Okay, let's get all their little bug bodies off of the window. That was fun. I'm sure that some more will try this, so we'll just keep on wiping them down. Ew, that's so disgusting. But if we can eradicate them, that's all that matters, right? And if this works well, which it looks to be, then we're gonna have to invest in these because this has been so helpful. On other news, it's very, very, very sandy out here, and there have been several rigs who have been getting stuck. But at the same time, they have all the resources to come and get people out. So that's what they've kind of been doing all day while people pull in. It filled in a lot tonight. So in the morning, I'm gonna show you all what it looks like, and then probably cook some breakfast, tell you how my first night's sleep here at Gutted was, and then we might wrap up this video because I want to share the events themselves separate. I think that's what we're gonna do. But I want to definitely give you the experience of getting here and then also what the first night's sleep is in this video. So we're having a blast. I'm super happy, and it is everything that I could have asked for and so much more. And if you're interested in coming out and meeting like-minded nomads, check out Gutted next year, definitely. Good morning, adventurers. Wow. So last night I slept in my van here at Gutted, and it was so comfortable. I could hear a few rigs going around and things like that, but otherwise nothing too crazy. The bug thing, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to tell Stephanie just how amazing this is, and we're instantly gonna be ordering these. In fact, if I can get good signal, ordering them today. I'll have them shipped to some destination because wow. Look at how many bugs this thing caught. This thing was awesome. And I just ended up leaving this puck light on all night until it died on just a really soft like red light, and it really attracted them. And so it's time to now have a little buggy funeral. Dun, 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 dun. Goodbye, bugs. And yeah, we're going to instantly be ordering this today. Now it's breakfast time here at the Gutted grounds. People are starting to move around, wake up. It's kind of early in the morning. I wanted to get up earlier today because I didn't know what to expect, so I set my alarm. I don't do morning very well, so with that said, we're putting some fuel in my body and getting ready for today's events. Now, today is going to be the first official day of Gutted, and I'm super excited. Now, I'm going to be covering the entire event on a different video so that you all can see the actual event, and it'll be just like the longest video known to man, but I wanted to show you something really cool. So yesterday, whenever I pulled in, I told you I wanted to meet other nomads who kind of do what I do, and I did. I met Ladybug out, and then also Becoming Bev. Super nice, both of them. If you haven't checked out their channels, definitely go do that. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below for both of them. And then also Dawn of Van Life. She didn't have any stickers, but that's okay because we love her, and she has such a cool box truck journey going on right now. So check out all three of those wonderful women after watching this video. Go subscribe, you will love them. Each of us are a little bit different, and we all do something kind of cool. So with that said, I think I'm gonna wrap up my breakfast, and then I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys.